Hi everybody, Golden Era Bookworm here. Today I'm going to finally cover the courses and booklets run by Rheo Blair. I've been getting some requests after Vince Gironda's booklets were reviewed by myself, and his actual name originally was Irvin Johnson. This is his first booklet, Scientific Bodybuilding and Nutrition Course, and the reason why I like it so much is because you really can tell, I guess, the evolution of bodybuilding when you look at this booklet. This booklet highlights how back in the day, this is from 1951 from memory, most trainers, as you can see, 1951, most trainers actually only used to focus on the physical instruction in regarding bodybuilding movements, that is, how to perform them, but there was very little information on proper nutrition. Irvin Johnson, I have to admit, was a true genius. He was the man that actually inspired Vince Gironda later on. And it is his ideas and principles that are covered in this phenomenal nutritional book. You really learn about the philosophy of training according to Irvin Johnson, or later known as Rheo Blair, and how the supplement industry really took off from this point. He does mention, and you can see this is a copy that I've actually got of the original so that I can highlight certain sections. There's just so much information in this booklet. Really, it is really worth getting your hands on if you can get it. It is really hard to find, by the way. So he actually talks about that after 3 years of basically killing himself in the gym, he only gained 6 pounds. And after only speaking to nutritionists, he actually learned the secrets of bodybuilding. And he went from 145 to 190 pounds. I mean, that was a hell of a transformation for back in the day, even for nowadays. And as I mentioned, he really is the first true guru or genius, even like he's almost, yeah, you could say he's like a genius, just like Vince Gironda, because they combine both nutrition and training, two very important principles which we now understand are very important for bodybuilding. Believe it or not, he was actually an advocate for abbreviated training, and he actually only advocates the use of 7 exercise, at most 2 to 3 sets of each. I mean, that's it. And he basically mentioned also in this booklet that one should use higher reps for muscle growth, but low reps to increase the strength, to then have a higher bone density, strength in the joints, to be able to handle higher poundages for more muscle growth. I mean, just common sense, really. As I said, mostly it's about abbreviated training, his training philosophy, but he does give the option for more advanced bodybuilders to try all these different exercises, which are well illustrated in this booklet. And at the end of all that, he does stress the importance of nutrition. If you ran away after reading the first half of this book, you would have just been amongst the many that didn't gain anything. And it is really, this is where the golden, I guess, the treasure of this booklet lies, and that is in the nutritional section that basically highlights again and again the importance of protein. We all now know this nowadays, but it is protein, a high protein diet, that really does build a physique. He actually used to sell his Johnson's high protein food, which was actually made of soybeans, and all these other supplements which he used to, he had actually for his clients a full training routine he would give, and he would then prescribe a full nutritional plan to follow. This was very similar to Vince Gironda's in that you would have to take a lot of protein supplementation plus a lot of tablets, right? Very similar to Vince Gironda. You can really see how his ideas were incorporated by Vince Gironda. I mean, Vince Gironda actually used to sell the later known and well-known protein, Blair's protein, but Rheo Blair's original food, protein food, was called high protein food. That was his very first protein supplement. I'm trying to highlight that, that's better. That was his very first protein supplement, and it was known back then as the miracle food. I won't go into too much detail because I'm actually going to go through all of this. I'm going to write some articles on my Patreon account in regards to his nutritional program and on his training courses. But he does give some before and after cases at the end, which really goes to show, this is an excellent example of how his program worked. Again, he didn't just cover the training, the correct training method, which was to build strength and muscle, but through abbreviated training, but to also increase the protein levels in the client's diet. And he's got some amazing results just from following basic advice that we know nowadays. Again, all this information will be described in my new Patreon account, which is coming very soon, and I will announce it very soon on this YouTube channel. Having said that, I do wish to stress that in my YouTube account, I will continue making videos. These videos will be linked in my Patreon account with extra information, and you will find out more about that very soon. Anyway, back to the review. I really enjoyed this booklet. I'd give it a thumbs up, absolutely. It's golden, it's real treasure. I highly recommend that if you find it, you have a good read of it. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. This is the Golden Era Bookworm, and I hope you've enjoyed watching the video. Leave me a comment, and bye for now.